So good morning everybody. I am Dipanjan Ghosh. Today I want to take a class on breathing and respiration. So let's see. So here I have discussed about chloride shift, the process by which the chloride shifts actually occur. Uh, Whenever the carbon dioxide, the amount of carbon dioxide is enhanced to the RBC, then what happens? It will generate more amount of H2CO3, and whenever the H2CO3 minus ion will be enhanced as a resize, the chloride is actually shifted from the outside in terms of HCO3 minus. So the HCO3, that is HCO3 minus we go to the outside and chloride will be shifted here. This is called the chloride shift. Okay, and we see the reverse chloride shift phenomenon also occurs just to maintain the ionic equilibrium. To maintain the reverse chloride shift phenomenon is actually occur. That is the chlorine which is actually enter from outside to RBC. That is the reverse phenomenon. The chlorine will be come out from RBC to the outside in case of reverse chloride phenomenon. And here I have discussed about Bohr effect and Haldane effect. That is whenever the partial pressure of carbon dioxide will be more than partial pressure of oxygen, then the associations of hemoglobin with oxygens will decline. Then the affinity of Hb towards carbon dioxide will be enhanced. As a result, it will evaded the more dissociations of hemoglobin with oxygen dissociations. It will enhance the oxygen dissociations, and this phenomenon is known as the Bohr effect. So here I have seen the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more than partial pressure of oxygen, so the more Hb will be attached with carbon dioxide. And the Haldane effect is just reverse phenomenon of Bohr effect. Here we have seen the PO2 is greater than PCO2. Here the PCO2, the partial pressure of PCO2 remain 45 mmHg, whereas partial pressure of oxygen remain 40 mmHg. The reverse phenomenon, here the affinity of Hb towards oxygens will be enhanced as the partial pressure of oxygen is more than partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So here we see the more carbon dioxide will be released from carbaminohemoglobin, and the oxygen associations will be enhanced. Okay. And here I have seen the regulation of respirations. We know the regulation of respirations basically occur by two systems. One is nervous regulation system, and another is the chemical control system. Here I have seen the picture, the cerebral cortex and the ventricle, and this is media. Basically, media and pons plays a very crucial role here. Media contain two type of nuclei: dorsal respiratory group neuron and ventral respiratory group neuron. And pons contain two center, that is one is pneumotaxic center and other is the apneustic center. And if we see, we see that the neural regulation of respiration basically occur through two systems. One is autonomic automatic control systems, and other is the afferent impulse system. And we see that is the automatic control system is basically occur through medullary respiratory center, by Pontine respiratory center and by reticular activating system. So if we see, look forward towards medullary respiratory center in media, then we can found it contain dorsal respiratory group of neuron and ventral respiratory group of neuron. That is dorsal respiratory group of neuron contain the inspiratory nerve. This is called the eye nerve. Whereas the ventral respiratory group neuron contain I and E, inspiration and expiration neuron remain here. And Pontine respiratory center contain amniotic center and pneumotaxic center. Basically, the functions of amniotic center is the inhibited contain the inhibited neuron, and we see it enhance the tidal volume. And reticular activating systems, the RAS, it is a very major functions to it maintain the functions of respiratory center. It increase the respiratory rate and maintain the respiratory center, keep the respiratory center in normalized conditions when during the sleeping positions, and thus different center associated with autonomic control systems that is the medullary respiratory center, Pontine respiratory center, and RAS, reticular activating system, plays a very crucial role to maintain the to control the respirations. So this is basic the nervous regulations of the respiration. Thank you.